Yo, hello everybody. Hello, can everybody hear me? Can the gamers hear? I am at my new place. What's going on? I'm back. I'll be trying to stream regularly again, so look forward to this. You can see there is no decoration behind me, pretty much. I'm in an empty room. There's still boxes around. Box below me. So, not quite done being set up yet, but I wanted to start being able to, like, actually do the thing again. Know what I mean? What's up, Petite Gens? What's up, Blappy? Move go well, still in progress. I am moved in. My living room is only boxes. My bedroom is only boxes, but a mattress. So I moved. I have internet. Let me know how the stream quality is. I am on Comcast now, so it's like it might be bad. I don't know. I don't think my up is any different than before, but I don't know. Yeah, most of my stress is over. Thank you, Tion. Appreciate it. Move is done. I'm gonna try and stream today, tomorrow. Well, I'm streaming today, but I'm also gonna stream tomorrow and Saturday. Kobe. It's coffee. It's coffee in my patented Baby Jake mug. This is me when I was a baby. This is true. That's fine. Yeah, I have better lighting than where I was before. What am I planning to stream? Today, I'm just streaming this Deoxys thing. I just wanted to do a quick test stream. And then if I get the Deoxys pretty fast, which I don't think I will, then I will go to like Heart Gold Soul Silver battle factory just to go out the time of the stream. We're doing 2 hours today, and then if we get 5 membies, I'll do 3 hours. Then tomorrow I have no plan, and then the next day I also have no plan. I want to stream your ROM hack, but I'll probably stream that next week when I'm more settled in. When I'm gonna come up with a schedule for what I want to stream, basically. But today, tomorrow, and Saturday are gonna be kind of like improv gaming. I love my new place. It's 2 bedrooms. There's 2 rooms in here. I like the place, the city we moved to. Actually, I have to get my Husband who? Hello. We live in the same state now. I have to plug my DS. Oh. Welcome. Yeah. All right. So. I don't remember what I was talking about, but Eon. I'm not all moved in, but I have the kitchen mostly set up. My new place is great. We have a 2-bedroom place. It is, so we got 100 compared to my apartment. So like I'm in a room. I'm in an enclosed room. Our kitchen is bigger. Our living room is smaller, which is okay because we have this room now. I think we are about 100 more square feet than we got in the New York apartment. and it's about $200 cheaper than the New York apartment. So more space, cheaper, and I'm kind of in a city-ish area. I'm like in the suburb of a city. So, there's actually like, I'm like 10 minutes out the city. There's like a lot of stuff to do. So that's nice too. It is very muggy today. It's muggy and hot today. But I think from what I understand, the weather in Michigan, especially I'm in Southeast Michigan right now. So the weather here is not that different from where I lived, which was like upstate, not upstate, because I was south of Albany. I used to live in like Orange County, New York. And the weather there is, I think, about the same as here. It's very close to the same latitude, so shouldn't be too big of a deal. In terms of weather for me, I like having winter. I like having a nice like cold fall, a cold winter, and then still getting summer. There are places that don't get that. You know what I mean? Like, once you hit, like, North Carolina, unless you're in the mountainous part, you kind of start not getting winters anymore. So, I don't know, I like it. Hey, what's up, Toasty? Alright, I think we can start it. So what I'll do first, before I actually do the RNG minute, or attempt the RNG minute, because the RNG minute's gonna be tough. But before I attempt it, let's showcase the situation here. Yeah, my wife's coming next week, so I'm hoping she likes it too. Yeah, well, my brother just moved to like Raleigh, North Carolina. So here's the event. Can you guys hear the game audio? Well, you know, the thing is, if we don't like this city that we're in, we're gonna move to probably Raleigh, North Carolina, or just like suburbs out of it. So we'll explore the moon fully. Is the Clefairy again? I'm playing this all on a real DS. So for shiny hunters, I know there's shiny hunters. I'm not a shiny hunter typically. You can run away from these Clefairies. So I find the best way to do it is go like this. Are these Clefairies legal? Yes, they read from the game corner. From 5 red and leaf green. So it'll fly away, and then when you walk back to this Clefairy, it's back. And so you can do like a shiny hunt for them this way. Does that make sense? Are we back? Did we already have a connection bump? Alright. So you can shiny hunt this way for the Clefairies. I had similar problems with the Optimum. So yeah, this is a good way to... We are good, so this is a good way to shiny hunt them, I think. And then when you catch one, it permanently is gone. The thing is, now the reason runaways have to be enabled here is because I have disabled saving. So, I think I could fix this before I upload it. I don't have running enabled and I don't have biking enabled, but that was just like an accident. I think it shouldn't be too hard to enable it, but yes. So the reason you have to do runaways is because saving is disabled. So I found a way to disable saving the game. If you try and save the game, you get this save error message. Don't worry, it's not permanent. There is no save error. But I was very lucky that that was available, because otherwise I would have had to just told you, don't save. The reason it's Game Corner Clefs is because I can't do wild encounters here the way that I would want to. So these little guys are like this. And not all method 1 spreads are going to be available via method wild 1. So it had to be a method 1 Clefairy, which was the game corner. I have broke legality for secondary goons like this before, like the unknown in Ente's thing. And if I had to, I would have done that. Oh. Okay. That was me. I don't know. So we'll catch one of them. Now, one of the cool things about these Clefairies, and I'll see if I can show you, is something I actually had no control over. If saving is disabled, how can you RNG this Deoxys effectively? I'm going to have to do the whole event every time. So there's going to be NPC interference. It'll be kind of shit, but that's fine. So we're going to catch both these Clefairies, and then we'll investigate them really quick. So, in my code, I actually gave them a 100% chance to be holding a Moonstone. No, they are going to be read as they're from the game corner and fire red and leaf green. Oh, if they weren't legal, they'd be read as Moss Deep. Yes. Because when you go to save the game, and if you look on the map, it'll show you that you're in Moss Deep still. I could probably have moved this cursor off the map. Because that's what they do in Faraway Island. Like, move little May's head off the map. But, yeah. So, let's see what the items are here. So, what happened here is that... So, if you look also, it says obtained in a trade. These Clefairies. The real thing is that I can't make it say anything other than, like, when you go to save here, it says Moss Deep. Since I can't change that, I figured there's no point in changing the actual map. Anyway, so I actually put this Clefairy, I put that they would have a 100% chance to hold a Moonstone. That's what I put down in the code. But Clefairies are actually coded in Ruby and Sapphire, even though they do not appear. They do not appear in Ruby and Sapphire in the wild at all, to have a 50% chance to hold a Lepa Berry. You can actually find this out on Cerebi. If you go to Cerebi, Clefairy RS, and then you look, it would say it has a 50% chance to hold a Lepa Berry in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, even though it doesn't appear in those games. So what happens is it overrides my code to put a Moonstone here, and will give you a Lepa Berry. So these Clefairies have a 50% chance to hold a Moonstone and a 50% chance to hold a Lepa Berry. It's just a fun fact. Now, this is just a Moonstone I put here. Just for something to have, like something else to be up here so you could explore. It's actually the same Moonstone in Meteor Falls as in Meteor Falls. So now we're going to have to do the puzzle. The puzzle is actually the exact same as the puzzle on Birth Island in terms of its functionality. And the way it works is a lot of people think that you have to get to it fast enough or whatever. But in reality, the way it works is you have to take the least number of footsteps between pressing A on the triangle. And so it's the same for this boulder. So like if I hit A here, it'll work. And the teleports to the next crater. And if I hit A here, it would work. But if I take one step like this, it goes bam bam. Is my mic weird? Appear in Ruby and Sapphire in the wild at all. To have a 50... That sounds fine for me. You probably heard that. Okay. So, anyway. So all we have to do is get the least number of steps. Now there is multiple paths you can take for it. Like... But eventually you can get here. And Deoxys is going to be here. Then we have a Deoxys sprite show up. That is a fully custom Deoxys sprite that is from Emerald. I put it into Ruby and Sapphire. It is not in that game. So, with that said, it's time to do the RNG. I should mention, by the way, the art in this thumbnail is the same artist who did the art for this thumbnail is the same art from my original video's thumbnail. I just cut out Deoxys and I did a hue change. So it's a Kotatsu in Unova. She's awesome. She was great to work with, so just check her out. I just did like a hue shift and it just worked. The sprite are just data. Sprites are just data. So all I had was literally, I just went into Pokemon Emerald, copied the thing, and then pasted it. Okay. So, I want to do the RNG, but I haven't streamed in a long time. We only have 28 likes, we have 100 viewers. I'm not going to start the RNG until we're at 35 likes. Alright? Come on, folks. You can't like me for being back. You can't do it. We can't get a like for me being back. I'm going to do a poll. I'm going to sit there permanently. All right, we have enough likes. Let's go. It's time to start it. All right. I actually could coding custom music. I always thought, wait, something's wrong here. Hold on. What's going on? 7660 is not 459 seconds. Something is wrong. All right, we fixed it. I was going to say that's not right. Okay. Let me try again. So I think I have enough time to get this done. We just have to be fast. Now, I believe neither of these are bothering me. Tion, welcome to Happy Knee. Everybody show them some Blisy love, please. Now, if you're a shiny hunter, don't worry about it. You can just run from Deoxys after you catch it. So, not a big deal to do that. But for RNG manippers, it's going to be, you know, a bit more tedious. I'm also using my Bluetooth headphones, so I think I'm going to be a little bit delayed. So we're probably going to miss it a couple of times. What's up, Saitaz? How you doing? Glad to be back. I'll be being consistent again. My wife got a new job and is actually going to have a very similar schedule to what she previously had. So I'm still going to be going through the Tuesday through Saturday stream schedule. What would be a sick rumor, Lace? That's an insane wiggle. And there's no Deoxys music because it's just too long. I don't think I'd have enough space for a full song. It can't be first try. I don't even know. I have no concept of what the delay is. Yeah, there was no way it was going to be full try. Or first try, rather. Alright, so we're going to have to open up Pokefinder and see what we can find. Take a look at the Deoxys' stats. Normal. 30. Well, we'll just put all this on my other. 103. 40. 8, right? So it looks like I got advance 8192. Hilarious. It's possible I was that late, so I'm going to accept that as the truth. Quick update. Yep, try again. I will be on the moon very shortly. If you wait about 2 seconds, we'll be on the moon. I put rocket ship noises in to ease the transition. Clefairy, what's up? Here we go. The cool custom event would be some of the Real Game Tower stuff. Yeah, it would not be impossible. Well, it would be a lot harder to code the custom Coliseum visuals in. Because, like, here, right, I'm just using the Meteor Falls tile set, right? That's all I'm doing. I can fit some custom sprites into the game, but fitting a full custom tile set for, like, Realgam or something would be quite challenging. Greetings from Poland. You're doing a great job. Great respect. What do you think about adding a rocket after landing on the moon? I just have the thing end when you catch Deoxys, basically. I think you don't need the visual of the rocket there, personally. And I only just got custom sprites working. The way I got the custom sprites working for this game is like a big hack. There's no persistence. Like, if Deoxys was just sitting there and you could press I on it, that would be cool. But I'm sure I'm capable of doing that. I just didn't figure it out. All right, let's see what we got. Hopefully we are a bit closer this time. All right. Love the screen shakes. Thank you. What do we got here? We have a docile Deoxys. I mean, I really, you know, say what you will about me, but I do my best to make these events feel like they could be real. I always wanted them to feel like they come from just a place of me literally loving this game. All right, we hit 7655, which is only this 5 advances early, I think. I think we're 5 advances early. The update, and we give it a go again. I'm just going for a shiny. Going for 6 IV would be so tedious, because I would have to go from... because the thing is, if you're going to go 6 IV, just use Emerald, right? Or just go to Birth Island in Emerald, you know? Oh, I don't know what that was. I think I'm over USB ported on my computer. I like this noise it plays for the boulder when it moves. I don't know why I like it so much. It's a good noise. Whew. It is the flute noise. It's so funny when I'm making these things, Toasty, I have like no concept of what the noise is. There's literally a YouTube video I go to. I type in Poke Emerald sound effects on YouTube. And this video with like a Rayquaza in the background appears. And I use that because that tells me all the sound effects with the hex numbers. And then that's how I identify what sounds that I want for what sections. It's very stupid. Well, you know, the main reason I'm not as big of a ROM hack fan as I would have liked is it doesn't have the continuity of the guys. The continuity of the guys is a big deal. Where when you're playing a ROM hack, it's on the computer. You probably can't trade to another Gen 3 game or trade all the way up. And like, that's not the ROM hack's fault. And some ROM hacks do have those things. But this is just like an attachment to the game that keeps full legality with Emerald. It looks like an Emerald Deoxys. It's going to be trade upable. It keeps the continuity. It's perfect. So I think that's one of the reasons I do these instead of ROM hacks. Side and forward compatibility is the best part. Yes, yes. I totally agree. We'll show for the shiny hunters how this works, by the way. You can just run. And then press A. So this is, if you're going to shiny hunt Deoxys, this is going to be, I think this is literally faster than soft resetting, I think, right? Why didn't I use the Birth Island Sprite for Deoxys? Is that not, this is the Birth Island Sprite for Deoxys. What are you talking about? So, see how quick that is? You have to understand. Oh, I hit A, not reset. Birth Island is not in Ruby and Sapphire. Think about this, animator. Birth Island isn't in Ruby and Sapphire. So I had to take the Birth Island sprite from Emerald and put it into Ruby and Sapphire. You're not stupid. Never call yourself stupid. But yeah, I was actually worried people wouldn't understand the effort that I had to go through to get this Deoxys sprite to show up instead of it just being a boulder. Because people would be like, well, there's Birth Island, there's Faraway Island. It's like, yes, but those things aren't in Ruby and Sapphire. You know what I mean? So I was worried about that for sure. Oh, remember, folks, if you are enjoying this, if you're enjoying the stream, if you're enjoying this event, you can hit the like button to help me out. It's free. Or you could consider becoming a channel member. It's only $1.99 a month. You get access to my videos early. You get access to behind-the-scenes content and more. And I just moved, so it would be nice to get a little bit of a boost skis. And if we get 5 channel members, it increases the stream by 1 hour. We're going to go for 2 hours right now. We're already 30 minutes in. So stream will go for 3 hours if... stream will go for 3 hours. Oh, if we get 5 members. And I would say I will if we're going longer, I'll probably RNG one of these Clefairies here. Is probably what I'll do. I'm releasing 1 a week. Alright, we'll catch this one, see where we landed. So, Mewtwo's the last one. It's about a month away. Where did you get your green DS Lite case? eBay. Yo, welcome to Happy Knee, Mewtwo Coder. I appreciate it. We're at 2 Newman. Thank you. Timid nature. It was so funny when I went to the like Xfinity store to get my internet, the guy was just like, I'm not used to this. Like I said, I'm from New York, but like people all like talk to you here, if that makes sense. I was 1 late. All right, so we're close. So like the guy like just looks at me, he goes, "Hey, how's your day going?" I've literally, I think if you live in like New York, New Jersey, CT, even as far down as like DC area, like I have basically never had a cashier speak to me. And the guy's like, "Oh, how you doing?" I was like, "I'm pretty good. I'm tired. I just moved here from New York." And he was like a little shocked. He was like, "Oh, well, how are you enjoying it?" And I was like, "It's great. Fucking everybody's nice. Everybody's nice. Everything's cheaper." And he was like almost like surprised, like I would leave New York for here. And it's like, no. Not having to talk to people sounds like a dream. So in New York and New Jersey, where I grew up and where I lived until, you know, a week ago, it's not just like not having to talk to people. It's like everybody's very miserable in like a very specific way. So like if I went up like here, everyone I have gone up to and been like, "Hey, how are you doing today?" Like they always say like, "Oh, I'm doing good." In like New York, people literally won't answer you. Like I went up and I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?" And like they don't even answer me. They just look at me like depressed, and I'm like, "Yeah, I get it, man." It's like, yeah, I get it. I understand what you're going through. So it's not, and then like, you know, they're just tired. They don't want to be there. Everything's too expensive. So even where I lived like an hour out of the city, and it was radiating that far. Well, we're luckily, we're not even in an apartment. We're in like an independent, we're basically renting a house. So, you know, we don't own it. It is a rental, but it is not attached to anything else. I have a small piece of property. Midwesterner parlance, if someone says how it's going, with it's going, that person's going through the ringer. Yeah, I know that one. No shared wealth is a huge upgrade, yes. You never noticed that the overworld sprite has the hand as well. Yeah, it's got one wiggly and one hand. Live in Long Island. Long Island, listen, I'm sure you like where you live. Long Island fucking sucks. Long Island is a disaster. Oh, my last damage calc, or my last IV calc might have been wrong. Or I was quite a bit late. Thanks for the donation. YouTube coder's name doesn't even fit in the thing. Why is it blinking? I think I have too many things plugged into my computer, maybe. The latest version of Pokefinder is what I recommend. I could have done the boulder to be the triangle from Emerald. But the way that I did the custom sprites was very bad. So if you paused and like opened up the menu, the sprite would revert. I only have one more set of events that I want to do. I want to do the legendary birds. With custom areas and like good custom sprites from Fire and Leaf Green. That's going to be a while. I'm going to take a very long time on that event, and I want to make sure I can get the same thumbnail artist for the dogs. And I want to go all out on that event. I'm going to probably not release that until December. I'm going to spend as long as I can on it, just a little bit at a time here and there. Maybe not December far away, but I want to take a very long time to do it. I don't want to keep, right? Yeah, it's kind of like that, Dom. I don't know, Squeak. I'll probably only do Shiny Lock removed because I don't want to compile fucking 20 cards is basically the main reason. I don't want to compile 50, and most people are going to be using it for shiny hunting. Like, I would say that the shiny hunting community was more receptive to my events than any other community, which is surprising to me. Going well, Tack. How are you? Yes, I will be back. I will continue to be back. Ah, there it is. Woo! I have also just... I've found it too, yeah. Yes, I saw Absolblock Pokemon has been doing it, right, Toasty? We're gonna name this Moon. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for the Clefairy. I actually don't have this physically printed yet because I finished this video in during the move. So, I'm gonna really quick. You're gonna hear some computer noises. They're mine, not yours. Don't worry about it. Gonna put the thingy back on. Let me check this. You're having problems. Here's what we'll do. Sorry, I know. I'm sure I'm triggering the fuck out of a lot of you. Does Gen 3 have location caught data? Yes. Should be. The event should be available. Event time! So we're gonna go for the Clefairy. Gonna go for the Clefairy. Fateful Encounter is a location. These games... So we still have Deoxys. Here, just in case. Squiddo, how are you? What is my favorite event that I've made? That's interesting. It has to be Entei. This one's probably a close second. The Deoxys one specifically is a close second. But the puzzles I have for Entei, the way they tie into the movie, I like them a lot, if that makes sense. I think that's just very fun. Noise. And let's go. We're going to go for Clefairy now. Sudo has been a member for 11 months. Thank you very much. I am using RNG Minute to get the shinies. Yeah, it's so strange, Toasty. I think it's just pretty clear they weren't sure what they wanted to do with it. You know what I mean? 5 months, Animator. Thank you very much. I don't think any of these, Oh, I didn't realize there was an extra effect for them in Ranch. Refilling my coffee. Someone called me bougie for using a French press once, and I was like, I think you don't know what a French press is, right? Surely if you call someone bougie for using a... I just want coffee in very quickly, and I don't like drip coffee. Alright, we can actually... think will be I drink a lot of water too. I got a really nice new water filter for my thing. I didn't think it'd be first try, I just didn't know how long it would be. Yeah, that's how I do it too. We have a rash nature. I mean, in a way, Toasty and I have collabed. Toasty, I said if anyone, well, we haven't actually collabed, but Toasty is in part responsible for a lot for these e-reader events. Oh, we were mega early. because I said it in Jim's. I said it in Jimothy's podcast that I was on. Because it was 2 people. It was Cow sent me the e-reader cards. And then when I went looking for interesting things to do with the e-reader cards for content, I found Toasty's videos on getting a shiny Salamence using the Battle Tower glitch from them. And in that video, he linked me Militia's playlist of e-reader events. Literally, I thought it was just someone in Toasty's comments. It was literally Toasty himself who was the one who linked me that playlist. And when I saw the event where she did the Deoxys like in Mount Meteor Falls, I like lost my mind. I was like, this is literally the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I must do it. And then from there, it was a true obsession. So Toasty gave me the drugs. He said, "Blisy, do you want to get a whiff of this?" He fucking hands me crack. Light it up. There you go. Gotta be honest with you guys, I am very happy with my first stream back. You're all being so nice to me after I disappeared for 2 months. So, thank you for your kindness. And I'm going to try and make a regular schedule again. Well, thank you. Favorite event in Gen 3? Official event? If we're talking official event, what is my favorite? It's not Naval Rock. Naval Rock, stinky. Naval Rock is not very good. I don't think. I think I really like... They're all pretty good, I have to say. Naval Rock's really the only bad one. The minigame with Mew is very fun. The Mew minigame is very fun. I also... The Deoxys... You know, I'll say the Deoxys puzzle is cool, but Birth Island is definitely not as cool as Faraway Island or Southern Island. Yo, thank you for the 10 bucks, Autobot AI. I appreciate you. Everybody show Autobot AI some love. Okay, I will say I think my favorite is probably Southern Island. For me, it goes Southern Island, Faraway Island, Birth Island, and then Naval Rock. I think are my I think those are my event orders. The thing about Southern Island is even though there is no there's nothing to do on Southern Island, you just kind of walk in and you do a thing. You just hit A on the thing. Southern Island evokes like a very big sense of mystery in like kind of a weird way that I think is very unique. I think it does it even better than Faraway Island. Plus, on Southern Island, you get to scan the ticket yourself. I think that's really cool. So I think that's the best one for me. And then Faraway Island evokes about as good of a mystery and has a fun minigame, but I don't have as much enjoyment of it for some reason. I'm struggling to articulate it, but yeah, I think that's got to be the case for me. What do we got? All right, it looks like we were 3 late. My favorite game from each console. What console are you talking about? What consoles? Give me the console specifics. You talking DS handhelds? Like, what are you talking? Well, I've only ever done... Have I only ever done one shiny hunt? I might have done two. I've done 2 shiny hunts, I think, ever. I have shiny hunted Choodle. I've shiny hunted Choodle in... Sword and Shield with the fishing method. And then I shiny hunted Fluttermane in Scarlet and Violet. That's it. Now, if you're counting RNG minutes, what's my favorite? I've already caught Deoxys. It's in my party right now. If you're counting RNG minutes, what's my favorite? It wouldn't. I don't even think it would be a shiny. It would probably be. It would. Oh, my favorite. Just a general RNG. It's got to be my Zapdos. It's either my TGTV Zapdos or the Raikou. I think TGTV Zapdos takes the cake for me. Even though it's not shiny, it's probably my most, like, my favorite mon that I've ever minted. If you force me to pick a shiny... If you force me to pick a shiny, then I'll pick a shiny. Then I'll pick Raikou. The hell's up with the Clefairy? What do you mean? What do you mean is it using shapeshifting? What are you talking about? What's wrong with this Clefairy? I mean, it's a Clefairy doll. Sprite. You got me. What is my favorite GameCube game? Super Smash Bros. Melee is my favorite GameCube game, surely. I know. Now that I live in Michigan, I'm going to Big House this year. If they ever frickin' announce it. I think I'm one early. Wait, I live in Michigan. You live in Wisconsin? Yeah, I just moved to the same town as Hefe. At U of M? No. Big House used to take place in Ann Arbor, and now it takes place somewhere in Detroit. Hefe's always lived in Michigan. Like, I think his whole life. Yeah, I live 10 minutes away from Jeff now. I was at his house the last 2 nights. Hefe and I are not related humans. The Suicune Entei Raikou delay, I have no idea what they are. I could not tell you what the delay is. Yeah, the tournament's literally called the Big House. The Big House SSBM is what it's called. You'll have to type that, because the Big House apparently is a stadium somewhere. The Big House 12 has not been announced yet, but... Awesome, Lith Spy. Congratulations. Yeah, the channel Jirachi's cool. It's a stadium. I mean, yes, the Big House used to be in Ann Arbor, like near U of M. Yeah. That is where it took place there. The first several Big Houses were there. I don't know when it stopped being there. Maybe it was Dearborn, it looks like. I thought it was Ann Arbor. Okay, the first 3 were in Ann Arbor. Then it was Romulus. Then it was Dearborn, and then it's been in Detroit ever since. It's hot, Choco. I'll tell you that right now. It's hot, it's muggy. But my new place has central air. my new place has central air, so I am a cool 69 degrees. Game crashed. Don't really know why that happened. Could have been my event, probably wasn't. I'm in Southeast Michigan. How are you not a giant ice cube? What are you talking about? 69 is like not even that cold. Yeah, I'm probably like 4 hours from Wisconsin. Oh, you're near the Upper Peninsula? Jordan, Michigan to buy weed. If weed is very prevalent in this area, I will tell you that much. There's a million, like when you're on the highway to where I live, there's 60 billion billboards for weed. That's extremely new. Well, in New York, weed only got legalized like 2 years ago or something. I think weed was not legalized until after COVID in New York. Yeah, weed was legalized in March of 2021 in New York. So, like, it's still kind of like secret. Like, you can go to dispensaries and stuff, but like there's no ads anywhere. I mean, I don't smoke. I've never smoked weed in a day in my life. So, it's not like it's a appealing thing to me. Yeah, in New Jersey, it's like that. In New Jersey, the way it is every counties. The counties depend on, they decide if they want it. Weed getting legalized isn't the big win leftists think it is because no one locked up for possession or distribution has been released. Well, because they're probably locked up federally. You could still get locked up federally for possession of weed. It's a win. It's not, it's also, you have to understand, like, you know, it's funny. Saying, like, you know, the big win leftist, you know, it's, weed being legalized is not like just a leftist position. Like, it's also, that's like a libertarian position as well. You know what I mean? I was a little bit early that time. And yes, just because people have not been freed for it, like, doesn't mean it's not a big win for the future, right? It's like saying, you know, to me, that's the same thing as saying current student loans got deleted. And that's not that big of a win because people's who already paid off their student loans didn't get reparations for it. Like, it's still a win, you know? It's still good. Yes, I agree. Don't get complacent just because part of your goal has been achieved. Yes. That's the best way to phrase it, Villamoose. I agree. A lot of leftists tend to view incremental improvement as like negative or like the same as negative, as like the same as bad. And it's like, yes, incrementalism probably isn't going to be solving our problems, like in the, like just because some problems getting incrementally solved isn't quick enough doesn't mean it's still not good that we get something solved in the meantime or on our way to a much larger solution, right? Basically, it's just important to celebrate wins when you get them. You know what I mean? That's all I'm really trying to say. Painting RNG would be pretty tough for this. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it to another stream. I might do a painting RNG for... Maybe for my next event. Maybe for tomorrow I'll do the Mew event. And I'll do a painting RNG for an actual good... Mew. We are hunting Clefairy right now. Well, you know, people... You know, it's not quite half the country, luckily. No, I agree. I didn't read you as being antagonistic. Don't worry about it. I think Coliseum and XD are very bad and not fun. Alright, it's timid. This is probably one late. Right gender as well. I'm going to restart all of my previous streams and member goals and everything like that. Probably sometime next week. I still have so much unpacking to do, gang. But the cat streams, I'm probably going to fully restart. I forgot where I was in it. I'm just going to restart it. I'll also return to 100%ing Emerald. All of that stuff is going to be continued starting next week. I just wanted to get into a groove here. I haven't worked in a long time, and I haven't streamed in even longer. Like, I probably haven't worked since I released this video last... Like, when I finished this video on Wednesday, I think. Wednesday evening. Well... Yeah, so... Is Lincoln talking? Am I fucking high? I feel like I don't see Lincoln. This guy's typing to Lincoln, and I don't see Lincoln saying anything. Lincoln, say hi. Okay, I see you, Lincoln. Hello. Look at this coaster my brother got me. My brother got me a bunch of NES coasters. So when we moved, we threw out all our old coasters and used these. So I'm using my Metroid one because I love Metroid. But we also have a bunch of other NES games. This is an actual copy of Pokemon Ruby. I used a modified Eon ticket to insert a custom event. Yeah, the other coasters aren't set up yet, but yeah. My brother, this is a physical, yeah. I think I'm early. Yeah, here, look. You guys can see my... See Clefairy there? I'll turn it off all the way. It's a real copy of Ruby. Hello, Pulse. What's going on? Good to see you. I have a new home. I am now a Midwesterner. We don't even have... This place I'm in is so insane, it doesn't even have Dunkin' Donuts. It has Tim Hortons. Who knew such a thing was possible? I am in a powerful rectangle. This is true. But in Fire and Leaf Green Roamer held the past few days, the journey is almost finished. Those roamers suck ass to RNG. I'm like southeast. I'm in a suburb of Detroit, basically. You drive 2 miles to get to a Dunkin' every morning. You know what that happened to me where I used to live? Where I used to live in the tri-state area. They played ads for a Sonic like fast food place. For about 3 months before the Sonic opened up. And the Sonic opened up and they had to get the police to like corral people and like manage the amount of traffic that the singular Sonic was getting. Because all of these New Yorkers were so excited to go to Sonic because there had been ads for months. And the only place to go was like dozens of miles away. It was crazy. No, that's one of the best parts about where I live, is there's fucking good restaurants everywhere. Like literally, there's you literally can't find a not good restaurant basically. Like there's so many. I've never been to Sonic. New place is good. I have 2 bedrooms now. Two bedrooms. 100 more square feet. Central air conditioning. It's very based. I have so much unpacking to do, though. I'm like losing my mind thinking about how much unpacking I've got to do. I am naughty. I think I was too late here. So let's actually calculate this one. I haven't in a while. Oh, I've hit this one before. I've hit this exact Clefairy before. Yeah. In-unit laundry, yes. Oh, it's not just in-unit laundry. It's not just in-unit laundry. It's a full-size laundry machines. Because in my apartment in New York, we did have in-unit laundry, but they were half-sized units that were stacked on top of each other. So these are full-sized washer dryers, which is so nice compared to what we used to have. Oh no. You've triggered Jeff. But yeah, I am glad to be in a new place. Still have unpacking to do, but I've got this little office set up. Our plan is to like have, because right now we're just using Amanda's old desk. We have like with the IKEA cubes, which we're not going to use. The plan is to have like one large desk that goes from wall to wall. And then I'll put my computer on one end and she'll have her computer on another end. So it's a shared office space. No, I bought a new e-reader. This is a new e-reader. My e-reader was not a save calibration issue. My e-reader, I would load the e-reader up and I would push A on it to just like to scan, and it would frame 1. It would just go read error. Like before I even, it was literally way faster than it should be. I was doing reading online. People were saying that like a capacitor was broken. And then these are all surface mount components, and I did not want to solder them. Oh, well, I bought a new e-reader. It lowers my taxable income, so I can't complain about purchasing it. Woo, Clefairy! Oh, I actually love the shiny in this game. The green ears, very nice. Tax write-offs are great. You know, it's hard to find expenses as a YouTuber who is playing video, like one specific video game. But I have been doing my best to get fucking as many tax write-offs as possible. Yes, it's always a Pokeball if you'll take a look. See, you can see I threw a Master Ball at it. No, I threw it out. Well, I shouldn't have, because it still would have worked for the save thing, but it was just a foolish. But yeah, I changed the ball to Pokeball. As you can see, I threw a Master Ball at it. But in here. I threw a Master Ball at it, but it is actually a Pokeball. Yeah, I do that, Tion. Home office deduction is nice, but yeah. Most of my write-offs last year came from purchasing equipment. I don't know why I ran. Stream's gonna go on for another 45 minutes. Stream's gonna go on for another 45 minutes, but if you guys want to go on for another hour and 45 minutes, we can get 3 more channel members, and we would be able to extend the stream an hour. I'm self-employed. I'm gonna set up an LLC soon. I think this one just happened to be adamant as well. Thank you for the 1 membership, Kazan. Appreciate it. Everybody show Kazan some Blisy love. Oink. Alright, so we're done with this event for now. We're gonna pivot. Probably to just Gen 4 Battle Factory. So I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then I'll head back and we'll swap out to a different scene. I'll be right back. I'm gonna run an ad. We get some water. Just do a nice little wind down. Tomorrow I'll be doing my Mew event. That'll be fun. Thanks for the donation. Thanks for the donation. Back. Oh, Snighto's gifted a membership. Thank you. Sponsored by my local kebab shop. Let's switch over to Gen 4. Battle Factory. Nobody feel a need to donate. Don't donate if you can't afford it. I would never want such a... My new desk is taller than my old desk. Actually, I don't even want this one. Where is it? Probably this one. Trying to find where my DS one is. Perfect. Thought I had a better layout than this. Thought I'd been using this. I have. This is better. Here we go, folks. Battle Factory. We'll actually do... We're doing the Battle Factory. Open level, baby. Back on my Battle Factory grind. It's okay. I promise I'll be here tomorrow. Licky, Rampardos, and Frostlass. Yes. Those are my typical streaming stuff. I'll be back to next week. Licky, Rampardos, and Growth. I mean, this is not bad. Gyro Ball Brave. This is a good one. I would like. I guess I'll do. We're gonna do Memo. Sure. 3 water week. We already have 2. Can't get any water resist. And we'll do this so we can have. I never fixed the nickname problem on a Get to SLB. I fixed it for future events. The problem is going back and fixing issues in my old events, unless it's like a serious breaking bug that causes the game to like crash or my events to crash. I don't go and fix them typically because, quite frankly, it's just not worth my time. You can see the new video that I released with the brand new events. It only got me 20k views, which is like bad. The event, you know, underperformed seriously. So, like, it's hardly, you know, worth my time to go back and fix those things. Fortunately, as much as I would like to. As much as I would wish I could do this just fully in my free time with doing whatever I wanted, you know? So, that's it pretty much. Like, I don't have the time to go back and fix those things. Yeah, it is. I started full-time YouTube in 2022, September. But it underperformed. It just got less views. The last DLC video that I released got 300,000 views. Toxicroak, Absol, Ursaring. Toxicroak, Absol, Ursaring. Toxicroak, Absol, Ursaring. Ninetales is pretty bad. I've released several of those DLC videos and they've all performed better. I mean, looking at the sub count doesn't really indicate like I have probably in the next couple of days, I'll have 2 videos with a million views at this point. Yeah, I have two videos with 1 million views at this point. Like I have multiple videos with like plenty of views. The numbers, the number of your subs doesn't matter. The number of views that you get on a video is really what matters. I mean, if people aren't clicking on it, it's a title thumbnail issue. So I'm gonna brainstorm to see if I can do something to revive it, but I actually have a much bigger kitchen now, so it'll be easier to do a cooking video. I mean, you have to understand, my cost of living is also not that high. I don't really have... I've paid for 2 thumbnails ever. My most recent video, I paid Kotatsu for a thumbnail. And I paid one for my Ruby Sapphire Legendary Beasts thumbnail. Those are the only 2 thumbnails I've ever paid for, so it's like it's not really a big deal on that regard. I'm my own editor, write my own scripts. I don't really have any script checkers other than. I can't believe that O-code me. Holy crap! What? I rent. Is it gonna Oko Ninetales, really? My rent is very cheap here. And I'm also dual income. I have a wife. I mean, I do make decent money. My wife probably only made $15,000 more than me last year. So she makes more than me, but we're pretty even. Soul Marrow. Let's soul. Select. I am. Yeah, I mean, it's also a lot more flexible. Like, I can do stuff. Like, if errands need to be ran or... You don't have dry skin. It does have dry skin. Please have it. Yes. Oh, it lets me do a lot of extra stuff that I wouldn't be able to otherwise do. It's worth it for now. My thoughts, I'm probably not going to be doing YouTube forever, but I guess we'll see. It's not impossible that I blow up. I have to switch now. I sort of fucked this. Oh gosh. I've soiled this very badly. If this was dry skin, it would have been very good for me. Probably slow. Sucker. Oh, I live a quick attack. You need to blow up to maintain my cost of living, though? No. But, like, you know, my wife and I want to have a kid soon. Not soon, but, like, next 5 years, we want to have a kid. Gonna need more money to have a kid. We should be able to afford a house. We're gonna try buying a house, you know, in the next year. I don't think this will kill with rain. Oh my god. The bright powder, and it didn't do anything for me. No way! I just got horsed. This was tough. He has to click Ice Punch or Rain Dance here for me to have a chance. I mean, the housing market where I'm at right now is still not that bad. Device, right? The housing market where I'm at is still not that bad. You can get... We're gonna EQ purposes. There's like nice like 11 to 1500 square foot houses for less than 250 here, which is good. What's my ability? Is it Snow Cloak? I'm gonna actually do it. Which we can afford a down payment on. But the problem right now isn't even that the market sales are crazy. It's that the interest rates are really high. Yeah, I'm also in a college town. So the thing is, yeah, I don't know. The market is okay right now, but interest rates are insane. I think prime loans are at like 8.5% or something like that. Yeah, I caught the 2 shinies already. And the thing is, when the loans go back down, I mean, the thing is, you either buy now and hope and refinance later and just suck it up with a fat ass loan, like a high interest rate, or it goes down and then the housing market gets very competitive again, where, you know, because if the loans are going to go down, the house prices are going to go up because everyone's going to try and buy them, right? So it's kind of a lose-lose. Mismagius, Miltank, Aerodactyl. Magius, Miltank, Aerodactyl. I think Amanda and I will be able to get a house next year, though. We have quite a bit saved up, so for a down payment. And there's plenty of 3-bedroom, 2-bath going around for like 170, 190 here, which we have well more than enough to pay for. Oops, I didn't mean to hit no. Oh, it had magical leap. Nice. And I think prices in this area are only going to go up. Like in New York, a lot of people were moving to North Carolina. Oh, please live. You have decent SPDEF. Stat. Like in New York, a lot of people were moving to North Carolina, but the prices in the prices in North Carolina were only going up. I think Midwest is going to get more popular. Burn? Can I get a burn? Everything you hear about the US depresses you further. I can't believe people move here without healthcare. It's crazy to me that people genuinely move here and there's literally no healthcare. It's like you are moving from Europe to a place where there's no healthcare. Are you stupid? It's crazy. I genuinely don't understand it. Maybe they just don't understand how bad it is. Because it doesn't make any sense to me, you know? I guess it's because I work in an industry where the jobs tend to not offer health insurance. So it's significant. Like, and when I say that, I don't mean YouTube. I mean like, food industry. But luckily, my wife's new job has it. What do you mean by socially dangerous? Champ Blastoise Sceptile. Like, it's dangerous to go outside. Like, it... Yeah, I don't know what socially dangerous means. Oh, I see. It's like, yeah, you can't be gay. I have no tie to my country, but it's just leaving America is kind of hard when your only marketable skill is that you went to culinary school. It's like, okay, well, who the fuck's gonna want me to live there, you know? Nobody. France will take you. I don't want to go to France. France couldn't fucking pay me to go there. Paste as fuck. Dude, censoring words that don't need to be censored is such a funny bit. Typing French with the asterisk in it is so funny. I think it's just such a such a premier bit. Magmortar, Pinsir, and Hypno. Magmortar, Pinsir, Hypno. I think it's a fine team for that. I was a little nervous about Magmortar, but I can do Earthquake here. Oh no, it's faster and wisped me. Oh, well. It's still 1-hit KO'd? Wow. That's crazy. Nope, I bought mine in 2015. Heck. I will not inform you of what school I went to. Paul has 305 votes, but the stream only has 144 likes. Hey, that's fucked up. You guys are lying to me. I guess it doesn't matter that much anymore because I don't live in New York anymore, but I used to live very close to my school. Apparently way cheaper to buy parts and assemble. I purchased mine and installed it myself. I just don't want to inform you of where I live, but I guess I don't live there anymore still. Why do you need to know where I went to college, I guess is the question. What's your SSN and date of birth? Yeah. My social security is... My date of birth is June 23rd, though. I'll tell you that. Vespiquen Brayloon Skunt. My mom's maiden name again. Actually, they changed my I only learned recently my mother's maiden name, they changed it to sound less Italian. Because they were afraid of discrimination when they opened up their business. Because her side of the family ran a my grandfather's side of the family ran a gardening center in like Scarsdale, New York. And I guess at the time Italians weren't being treated so hot, so they changed their last name to sound less Italian. I am almost exclusively of Italian descent. We have traceable lineage for like almost all of my great-grandparents were there. Two of my great-grandparents, both of my dad's father's parents are from Sardinia, which is pretty weird. That's like not a typical immigration spot. Most people were immigrating from like South Italy, so I don't know. I know that's kind of weird. And then I know my mom's family is from like Sorrento, and then my other grandma's family is from like Bologna. Yeah, Sardinia is the island. It wasn't always Italian. I learned a bunch of crazy shit about Italy when I was there. Like, they fucking made it illegal to, like, speak that, like, dude, so Italians have this fucked up thing where they call things dialects. So they would be like, okay, I'll back this up for a second. All right. So in English or in Japanese, which are the two languages that I know the most, you would say, when you talk about a dialect, when you say this dialect, right, you can understand the language still. It is just speaking with like different slang or different accents and sometimes even different grammatical structures. Like when you go into the deep south in America, there are those different accents and dialects. Like sometimes they can be kind of hard to understand because it's so different from where I live. But you could still understand it. It is still literally English. Even the even the Jamaican dialect I don't know what it's called, but it is considered a dialect of English. It can be hard. It can be very hard to understand. But if you just listen to them speak it a few times over and over and over again, you will actually understand it, because it is almost, it's mostly English from what I've heard of it. I haven't heard a lot of it. But you can understand it as an English speaker if you just listen to them speak it a couple of times, right? They speak really fast. They speak with a different cadence, but it is English, okay? Italian, it is not that. The dialects in Italian are other fucking languages. Okay? Like, they literally aren't the same language. It is not a dialect. It is a fully other Romance language that the Italian government made illegal to teach in schools. It's insane. They call them dialects. They're not dialects. Like, when you go in Italy, right? The main Italian dialect, the main Italian was just the Florentine dialect. They decided that's going to be the whole language. And then other dialects are just other. So like normally with a dialect, right? It goes language. It goes like root language, and then it has like offshoots for dialects, right? Florentine is not the same as like the Sardinian. Like Sardinian is not an offshoot of Florentine, of main Italian. They are both offshoots of Latin. And that's what all the Italian dialects are. They are all offshoots of Latin. So for a lot of the dialects, they literally cannot speak Italian. Like there are people, older people in Italy, who can't fucking speak Italian. They speak whatever their dialect is. And there are some dialects that are so different that you literally cannot understand them if you're speaking main Italian. Like Sardinian is, you can't understand it. And it would, from what I understand, it's the closer you are to Florence, the more the dialect becomes similar to Italian. But like the Southern Italian dialects, even Roman dialect is not, it's similar in the sense that, Spanish is similar to Italian because they both descended from Latin, but they are not the same language. So you could understand some of the words and stuff because they're going to be similar because they're both from Latin. But like that's it. It's crazy. They're not dialects. The fact that it's called a dialect is insane. It is just a different language. It's just straight up different languages. Oh, Starmie, what do we got? Starmie's usually the goat, so Starmie, my goat. Shit Bronzong set. Not a horrible set, but I guess we'll go Starmie, Lucario. Hey, what's up, Shao? You missed it. I already RNG'd Clefairy and Deoxys. So I'm just winding down playing this for the last 40 minutes or so. Hope you're doing well. Tomorrow I'm gonna do Mew if you're gonna be well, I heard Piplup, I heard a lot of young people don't like know the dialects because they don't get taught in schools, so it's only if your parent. Like one of our tour guides was telling us like her father like forbid her from speaking a dialect because it's considered like improper or whatever. I'm just playing it casually. And she said that's not uncommon. I have the silver print. Uh-oh. I don't think Akaberry even matters. It doesn't even have one. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a painting RNG for the Mew. I'll set that up today sometime. Painting from you should be a little bit easier to do because I can do it from a contest hall directly near it. Confused. Well, it's like not, they're not most of the dialects from what I understand. I mean, you're Italian, so you would actually know, but most of the dialects from what I understand, they have no like legal or government protection or status. Like I know Sardinian has some protection at this point because people started getting scared when the dialects and the languages were disappearing in like recent years, but for a very long time it was basically just like the Italian government wanted them gone to promote unity or whatever. Again, I'm not Italian who lived in Italy, but yeah. What's up, Pinky? You missed the main event. Now we're just winding down. Rhydon and Crobat. I'm not switching. I should have switched into Rhyperior, actually. It's basically... The dialects of Italy are basically... what this... It's not like the states, but Italy only became a country like around the time of like the all right, to put this into perspective, the current country of Italy is younger than America because in Italy was like several different independent smaller countries until it united. To put that into perspective. United States of Rome. And I think that's why you have that weird... What's that country in Italy? San Marino? Right? San Marino just never united, I think, with the rest of Italy. They didn't want to, for whatever reason. It was kind of a similar thing with the Pope. Because I think the reason the Pope was so mad about Italy was the Pope used to have like a huge country that was like it encompassed Rome and like a lot of the middle of the Italian peninsula, and it was called the Papal States. And then eventually when Italy unified, the Pope was like mad about it and didn't recognize the country of Italy. And the only reason the Vatican got its independent status was because Mussolini wanted to join Germany in creating a war, and he recognized the Pope if the Pope stopped telling Italians that the government of Italy was fake, but also agreed to stay neutral if a war happened. Insert in Metachan. So it's an interesting story. I have not uploaded them yet. I only got my internet late yesterday. So I'm going to upload the Deoxys one soon. And then I got to make a short for the Mew one. I'll probably make a short for the Mew one tomorrow, and then I can upload that this week. Sundays. You know, the thing is, I think, you know, it's hard to say about that type of thing. I don't know. Oh, I was on fast forward. I forgot. Oh, I was gonna rest so we could continue from this point later, but we cannot do that. I'm in a stupid head. All right. Well, I appreciate everybody coming in for my first stream back. We had way better viewership than I thought. Tomorrow, I'm going to stream my Mew event. Tomorrow, I'm going to stream my Mew event. I'm going to go for probably like a 5 or a 6 IV1. That should be fun. It'll be a painting. It'll be pretty challenging. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same channel.